What's up, guys? Obviously, it's Captain. I've just got a Medal of Honor Warfighter gameplay commentary for you guys today. In today's video, I'll be talking to you guys about a few tips and tricks that I have developed to help you guys incorporate yourselves and get more adapted to playing Medal of Honor Warfighter if you have yet to play the game too much or you are still trying to get on the learning curve of playing this game. I played the game for probably about, 8 or 9 hours so far, trying out different things, trying out different strategies, different movement things. And I've come up with a good, solid list of about 4 or 5 things that I feel you guys should focus on the most while playing Medal of Honor Warfighter. Now, the one biggest piece of advice I can give you guys is something that I learned really early on while playing the game. And that is take the game slow. Unlike Battlefield 3, unlike Call of Duty, unlike even the first Medal of Honor, playing the game overly aggressive is a bad idea. And let me explain why. The spawns in Medal of Honor Warfighter right now are not the best. So playing overly aggressive, you'll see people spawning around you almost at all times. So when you're rushing the enemy flag or you're rushing the enemy base, you always have to have, the mentality in your head that there's a possibility that the enemy team is going to spawn everywhere around me. And even when you're going to, try to play even more aggressively towards the base you want to capture, you always have to make sure that you are playing slowly and carefully in the game. Because just for some reason, it feels like the game is supposed to play slower than these other first-person shooters. So always keep that in mind. You want to make sure you play the game a little less aggressively, stick back, try not to play it as hard as you would Battlefield 3, but always remember, you always have to have a little bit of aggressiveness to you because you don't want to get caught camping and have the enemy team spawning around you when they capture your base. So play a little slower in the game because it will bite you in the butt when you go too fast because the enemy team will be around you a lot. And the second piece of advice I can give you guys is don't be afraid to fall back when you spawn. Falling back on your spawn is not too bad of an idea, as a matter of fact. The problem is when your buddy's spawning, it always adds on another 2 seconds if he's quote-unquote in danger. And as of right now, I feel like that may be a mistake or a little glitch in the game because a lot of times the guy really is not in danger. So whenever you see that your buddy is quote-unquote in danger, don't be afraid to hit that fall back button and go back to your previous flag. Because there's a few things that you may, run into if you spawn on your buddy. You may die really quickly. You may be too close to the action and the enemy may swarm into you. And your buddy may not be in a spot that you may want to be in. So spawn at your base if you have the mentality of where you want to go next, of where you want to go attack next. You want to know where the enemy team is. Only spawn on your buddy if you're talking with him, you feel like he's competent enough to be in a good position away from where the enemy team would be. So, try not to spawn on your buddy at all times. I mean, in Battlefield 3, you always want to spawn on your squad because that's where they are. And usually, a team of 4 can, kind of handle a lot of situations that are thrown at them. But a team of 2 really has difficulty dealing with multiple enemies, especially in this game where the gun damage, from what I've seen thus far, is very inconsistent. So try to fall back if you feel like it'll be safer. Don't be afraid of it, just do it if you feel like you'll be safer in that position. Also, my next piece of advice is to control the recoil more than you would in Battlefield 3. The recoil in Medal of Honor Warfighter is heavier than it was in Battlefield 3 for certain weapons. It also has a very unpredictable pattern to it. It may shoot up, but it's definitely going to shoot side to side from there. It's always going to shoot side to side and up. So always be wary of the fact that your weapon will be having very erratic recoil patterns, even if you have a lot of the recoil lowering attachments, such as increasing accuracy, increasing agility, or things like that. You got to make sure that you control your recoil at longer ranges because you will miss a lot of your shots. And the weapons in this game feel like they kill quickly, but they also feel like they kill slowly because you're missing a lot of your shots due to that very high recoil. So control recoil, make sure you're hitting all your shots, things like that. It's very important. Alright. The other piece of advice I can give you guys, based upon the new Fireteam squad system, is that in order to refill your ammo and refill your health, you got to stay with your teammate. You got to stay with your teammate in order to resupply, because if you go up to your teammate and you press X or you hold X on them, in Xbox, PS3 it'll be square, and more than likely on PC it'll be either E or Q. I'm not quite certain what your keybinds are, but I feel like that may be the default selection for, helping your team out and resupplying or getting health back. So stick with your teammate, your fire team buddy. It helps out a lot. You can always resupply your ammo. You can always resupply your health whenever you need it. Also, sticking with your fire team buddy also increases the amount of points you get. You get bonus points for them getting a kill near you. You get bonus points for them capturing a flag near you. You get bonus points for a lot of things while sticking with your fire team buddy. So make sure you guys stick around your fire team guy, even though he may not be, talking with you. He may not be part of your squad that you're, trying to organize here. But even if he's some random guy, stick with him. You always are better off playing with 2 people than with 1 person. So try to be with your buddy. It may help you out from here or there. But the one biggest piece of advice I can give you guys in Medal of Honor Warfighter is play with the attachments. I think more than ever in this game, the attachments will play a role more than your weapon selection, more than your kit selection. Because for some odd reason, I feel like the weapons in this game just don't perform all the roles that they should be. There are some close range weapons, there are some longer range weapons, but there are not a lot of cookie cutter weapons. The assault rifles are great at medium range. They're not good at longer range, they're not good at close range because of their lower rate of fire. But at medium range, they are very, very comfortable. Play around with the attachments, try to see what is comfortable for you and what you feel like will give you the most advantages while playing the game. Just don't be afraid to mix it up. It doesn't hurt to try new things in the game because kill-death ratio and your win-loss really aren't tracked as much as they are in Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty. So don't be afraid to change around your weapon attachments. You may find something that really suits you and makes you play the game a whole lot better. Maybe try a new optical sight, switch over to iron sights. So just see what happens. I mean, my personal preference right now is to play with low magnification. That's the right word. Try to play with low magnification scopes. They will really help you out by, allowing you to play in close range better. The game right now is a very close range oriented game. Not too many long range sight lines here and there. So try to make sure you're playing with a closer range optic. And, in general, find what makes you play the best and what works for you the best, because that's going to be the one thing that dictates how well you play in the game. Always going to be what makes you feel the most comfortable. So that just about does it for all my tips and tricks for Medal of Honor Warfare that I have come across and developed over the past few days while playing the game. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing what I have to give you guys in terms of advice, and maybe you guys can use it in your everyday playing of this game, and maybe you'll improve your game too. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. That helps out a lot. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.